use. Peace and love, family. Shalom, shalom. Today we have a special episode titled When Candace Owens Speaks Facts. Black folks hate truth. If you're a Candace Owens hater, you may not like this one. If you're a person who don't like the truth, the hard facts, you're not going to like this one. I'm going to keep it short and sweet and let Candace Owens speak. Let's get into it.
If Black Lives Matter, then some of these things that we have been talking about on this show, things I've been talking about throughout my entire political career, would be getting attention. Not the t-shirt, right? Not the t-shirt, but these actual statistics that matter. And here are just a few of them. 117,626 Black children were killed by surgical abortion in the United States in 2018, right? Those are recent statistics. Just so we are clear, abortion in America has contributed to the greatest decline in Black population since the first Black slaves arrived.
Do Black lives matter in the womb? Just asking. Was that not a fact that Candace Owens just spoke? Okay, let's continue.
And you keep talking about lynching as this horrific thing that's happened in the past, right? And yet when you say to people today that 20 million Black infants were aborted, they don't even blink an eye. They don't even bat an eyelash. No, less than batting an eyelash. They tell those same Black people that they need to be outraged when a Planned Parenthood clinic shuts down. 20 million.
20 million. 20 million Black babies. 20 million beautiful Black kings and queens. 20 million babies aborted, slaughtered, murdered. But a White Lives Matter t-shirt got you in a frenzy. Let's continue. Oh, no, hold up. Is that not a fact? Just checking. Let's continue.
A t-shirt is what got attention last night. In 2012, more Black babies were killed by abortion in New York City than were born. Imagine that, your abortion rate being higher than your live birth rate in a city. And they celebrate it. Do you remember notoriously the governor lit up the city pink when they talked about expanding abortion rights, expanding the Black genocide, light up the skyscrapers pink. It is a win. A win for who, though, is the question.
A t-shirt, a White Lives Matter t-shirt is what got you upset. In 2012, more Black babies were slaughtered. More Black babies were killed than actually being birthed into this world. There was more Black baby death in New York City in 2012 than Black babies being born into this world. What really matters? What really matters? Nothing matters. Oh, I'm sorry. Is she speaking facts, or is she a traitor to her race? I don't know. Let's continue to find out.
not the only thing that's killing Black America, literally. We also know obesity is killing Black America. I wish, you know what we should have done? We should have put a White Lives Matter t-shirt on Lizzo. Maybe we could have gotten a lot of attention about obesity and how it's actually killing Black Americans. Obesity is the #1 killer in America. Okay. I know Black Lives Matter told you it was police shootings, right? It made you think that thousands of Black men were dying at the hands of police. No, absolutely not. I think in the year 2020, was it 9 unarmed Black men were killed by police? 9 of them. But obesity is killing people at a very high rate, and Black women have the highest rates of obesity. So the #1 killer, and of course, we sit at the top of it. Black women, 56.9% of us are classified as obese. We shouldn't talk about that. You know why? Because it didn't have a t-shirt on it that said White Lives Matter.
She said they should have put a White Lives Matter t-shirt on Lizzo. Then maybe we could start talking about the problem with obesity within our community. Shoot, I've had to look in the mirror multiple times myself due to overeating and overweight. So I'm living proof that we need to literally check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. Gluttony is a major problem amongst our community. But nah. We worried about the t-shirt, right? We worried about the t-shirt. But hold up. Is she speaking facts though? Let me know. Let me know if she's speaking facts or not. Please let me know. My goodness. Let's continue.
Talk about criminality. No one wants to talk about it if you're not talking about a police officer, right? People don't want to talk about the fact that Black people are slaughtering other Black people. People don't want to talk about Black on Black crime. It doesn't matter because we're doing it to ourselves, right? Just like we're aborting our own babies. Applaud it. Applaud it. In fact, put it in the music. Put the criminality in the music and celebrate it. Give it a Grammy. Give Black criminality a Grammy so that we understand that this is ours. Sit in the cool club, right? Now we know what it means to be Black. Now we know what it means to not be a traitor to your own race. Murder your own race. And if you don't do it in your womb, grab a gun. Kill the guy next to you. Applause all around the world.
Slaughter. We're slaughtering each other. I like that word better than kill. Slaughter just hits different. We are slaughtering each other. Black brother on Black brother. Black sister on Black sister. If the bad be not slaughtering the baby before it come out the womb, then the real nigga is slaughtering him when he hits the streets. If the Black life isn't slaughtered in the womb by the Black woman, then the Black man is slaughtering him when he hits the streets. Who's winning? What really matters? Oh, hold up. Is she speaking facts? Stop. Let me know. Stop me and let me know. Is Candace Owens a traitor to her race for speaking these things? Because they've been trying to program me to hate this woman. Right? They keep saying, oh, she got a white husband. I don't give a damn if she got a white husband. Is she speaking facts? Ah, man. I may be biased. Let me know. Let's continue.
Per the CDC, African Americans are 4 times more likely to be killed by a gun than the overall population. And once again, it's not a white person that is pulling the trigger. It's another Black person. We account for almost 40% of all of the homicide offenders in the United States. 40% coming from the smallest piece of the population. We're talking about, 7% of the population is Black men, and they're accounting for 40% of all of the homicides in the United States. But let's not talk about that. In fact, let's call that racist to even acknowledge that truth. To talk about the ills in our own community, that's racism. Let's just move on for it. People love to talk about the incarceration rates, right? Because the incarceration rates allow you to understand the result without ever having to talk about the problem, right? You don't have to talk about the equation. I'll just give you the answer. Black men are incarcerated, right? It says here that there are nearly 5 times the rate of Black men in prison than white people. Oh, perfect narrative. It must be racism. No, it has nothing to do with the fact that we're the most murderous group in America. Has nothing to do with that. Of course, 1 + 1 = 2, but let's focus on the 2 and not the 1 + 1. Let's focus on everything except.
Slow down, Candace. Slow down, Candace. You saying a mouthful. You saying too much. You saying too much. This sounds like hate speech. This sounds like hate speech. This sounds like you hate your own race. Oh my God. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying these things? Why? Can't you just put up a picket sign that say Black Lives Matter? Why are you saying, oh, Candace. Oh my goodness, man. You know what? You lying to us. You lying to us, Candace. I'm going to let you continue though.
That wasn't wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt. So who cares? Who cares? Who cares if 20 million Black babies are dead? Who cares if half of our Black men are locked up? Who cares if Black women, half of them are clinically obese and spelling out their own death sentences? Who cares if we represent 40% of all homicide offenders? It doesn't matter because we didn't put it in a Black Lives Matter tee. You know what else doesn't matter? It doesn't matter at all. The education statistics. Don't even pay attention to the fact that 74% of Black boys in California can't pass a basic reading exam. You know why? Because we love ignorance. We should celebrate ignorance, right? Who cares that across 5 schools in an inner city like Baltimore, they couldn't find a single child that was proficient in reading and in writing? Who cares? Who cares that 3 out of 4 Black boys in California schools cannot meet writing standards? Who cares? It's not in a White Lives Matter t-shirt, so we won't talk about the fact that nearly 80% of Black boys in the 4th grade failed to meet state reading standards. None of that stuff, for whatever reason, resonates. No one's ever outraged. It never trends on Twitter. Last night, White Lives Matter was trending on Twitter because Kanye West had the nerve and the gall to put that t-shirt on. White Lives Matter. Now the press, how dare you? How dare you? What a form of engaging in white supremacy. None of this that I just read to you is white supremacy, but the t-shirt is a form of white supremacy. You know what the problem is?
No, stop it. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no. It's hurting my ears. It's hurting my ears to hear the truth. Who cares? Who cares about 20 million babies being aborted? You shouldn't have worn a shirt, Candace. You shouldn't have put the shirt on. Who cares about our Black men being incarcerated? Who cares? It's hurting my ears to hear the truth. Who cares? Who cares that we're obese and eating and stuffing our faces? Who cares? Who cares about Black on Black crime and we're slaughtering each other in the streets? Who cares? Who cares? Can I send you a who cares? Nothing matters t-shirt, Candace. I'm going to send you a who cares? ? Nothing matters t-shirt. Can you wear that for me, Candace? Who cares? Nothing matters. My ears hurt from the truth.
You know what the problem is? The problem is not what's happening inside the households or what's happening on the streets or the slaughtering that's taken place. The problem is not the women that have been trained to kill their own offspring, not to raise their sons, the men that are on the streets killing one another and putting out music that encourages their offspring to do the same. The real problem in Black America is that Kanye and Candace put on a White Lives Matter t-shirt.
You know what, Candace? I don't have a problem with you wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt. Frankly, I don't care about White Lives Matter. I don't care about Black Lives Matter. I don't care about all lives matter. Because nothing matters. Nothing matters. Within the so-called Black community, the culture, nothing matters. Who cares? Nothing matters. You speak the truth. If people already have a prejudgment about you, they don't care about the truth that's coming out your mouth. They don't care. Nothing matters. If you're not tickling their ears, nothing matters. If you're not part of their political party of choice, nothing matters. Who cares? Nothing matters. I don't know you personally, Candace. All I know is what I see on social media, what you post. And frankly, you speak a lot of truth when it comes to the Black community. And when you speak truth, Candace, I listen. I take heed. And I respect your honesty. I don't give a damn what shirt you put on. I don't care. Who cares? Nothing matters. Clearly, speaking the truth has never mattered. Peace and love, family. Shalom, shalom.